Yo, what's going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson, and we're back with another Veve and Ecomi video. In this one, we're going to be going over something pretty cool here. So, we're going to dive into the actual footage of the Veveverse because I saw a comment recently. I just saw a comment. I actually just got through reading it where someone was upset. They said that they were expecting more, but instead that they just saw a glorified showroom. I think that people are being a little bit too critical because they don't understand development and what it actually takes to accomplish what Veve has. So if you didn't see my last video I just released, I literally just made it not long ago. So yeah, click on my channel, go and check that out. I kind of dive into the importance of the features that they already have implemented. And it shows that they built a solid foundation. Adding in a bunch of cities and things like that, adding in graphical elements to different like that, that's easy. That's the easy part. What they have shown is that they have done the hard part. You can connect your wallet, you can bring in NFTs, you can script things, you can literally add your own developments to the Veve ecosystem. So the fact that they were thinking, forward seeing, and creating this foundation, that's the important part. I think people are getting too lost in the fact that, oh, we didn't see a whole city. It should have been more. It should have been like, and you not realizing that if it was just a bunch of like, you can literally download Unreal Engine yourself. I don't know if it's still open to the public, but you can have a test world. You can have a test game and get a full city built for yourself. It just comes with a full city built. It's not hard to add gaming elements. What's hard is to build a strong foundation for the future of NFTs. And that is what they have shown that they have been able to do. The foundation, that's what should have been looked at, not judging just on the quality and just how much content was there. No, that's the easy stuff. The reason that I'm so bullish and I was so pumped and so excited is because I saw that they had the hardest stuff done. And at least if not all of it is working 100%, it's on the list. This is the plans. This is the goals. They understand the direction they need to go in. They're not taking a glorified GTA route. They're taking a true metaverse, collaborative experience route. You can connect your wallet and bring in non-Veve NFTs. There's interoperability with other platforms. This is telling you that they understand the space. This is the stuff that is valuable. So don't just look at how it looks like. You got to look at the information. Honestly, when it comes down to this reveal, as dope as the actual footage of the world was, just these slides right here was enough, because it lets me know that they understand where we need to go for this to be successful. And this is why I see $10 Omi, because I understand what this actually means. I know people still can't see it. Some people still can't see it. Some people are not going to be able to see it. Some things have to, like, you got to understand, the majority of this community is investors, traders, and things like that who's been doing this for a while. So I get it. They've never seen anything like that. So they're looking at it from a standpoint of, I have to look at these numbers, run these numbers, and see if it's possible. What would it take? Like, they're looking at it from that perspective. I'm looking at it as what's going to grab the attention in the future. What's going to make people want to spend a lot of money on NFTs? What's going to make people want to rent NFTs and things like that? I'm thinking about this stuff, and the fact that the Omi token is deflationary, which means that all this system has to do is be good and keep working for a long time, and the Omi token will automatically continue to become more and more valuable. That's all they have to do. All they have to do is make it well and keep it running for a long time, and by default, the Omi token will continue to become more valuable. You can't really beat it. Excuse me, you know the cough. But it's still, this is showing that they know, they understand this, they get this. You know how long dead games be staying up? Like Second Life has been going for a minute. It's been going for like what, 20 years or something like that. Second Life was ahead of its time. So if Veve can stay up 20 years and keep burning, you don't know what this token could go to. Like, people talking about, oh, we gonna see that in 20, 30 years. You might be shocked at what this is at in 20, 30 years, especially if they not only keep surviving, but they keep getting bigger IPs. They keep releasing big drops. We don't know what Pokemon will do. We don't know what type of mini games or features they'll have. Like, what if they start to release their own Call of Duty AAA titles within the game? What if they partner with Ubisoft and they release games exclusively through the Viviverse. So the next Assassin's Creed, you can only play it if you're on the Viviverse, and you have to buy it using the Omi token. This is what this technology allows for. Partnerships and relationships with companies where it's beneficial for both parties. Because if Ubisoft drops a game in the Viviverse, anybody who is in the Viviverse can see it, which is very beneficial for that game. Then all these indie games. Let's say some indie gaming company creates the next Fortnite and it's dropped through the Viviverse. That just brought all those eyes and all that attention to the Viviverse. It's like, it's so much opportunity here that people are actually missing because you're not actually seeing the bigger picture. So yeah, that being said, let's focus in on, like, I just wanted to share some of the importance of this stuff here. But yeah, also Veve Digital Collectibles, artworks, and comics. So they've just confirmed, excuse me, they've just confirmed that there's going to be interoperability, which we already knew. That was the plan from the beginning. We knew that there would be interoperability. We don't know which brands, and this is why I'm glad that I sold, because I don't have time to gamble on which one. Now, the confirmations, they confirmed that the DeLorean will be able to fly. So I bought some DeLoreans. Like, I bought some flying DeLoreans. Like, that was a no-brainer. See, and this is what I mean by not gambling. Like, this is what I mean. Like, it's no risk, because I know that the DeLorean is going to be coveted once they actually release it. Once you see people flying around and things like that, it's the FOMO. The FOMO is going to start. People are going to want to buy them, and then I can just sell it to somebody, or I can rent it out, depending on if you have like only a couple, like 3, 4, or 5, is that going to be worth renting, or is that only going to be like a couple of bucks a day? I mean, which it depends. Like, if Omi token is going up, what do I need a couple of bucks a day? Like, there's, you know, so I might just sell it. Where if it goes up to a couple of $100 or something, you know, that might be a good return on that. You know, so I'm not expecting everything. I don't need everything to go to, you know, 20, 30, 40 X's and stuff like that. Like, just making a little bit of money here and there. I'll do that with the platform. But my biggest play is in Omi for this reason. All it has to do is continue to deliver great things and just work. If the system continues to work, Omi is going to become more valuable by default. That's it. It's really simple. Investing is so simple. And that's what an investment is. What Veve is right now is a gamble, because we don't know how regulations is going to impact things. We don't know what's going to happen. We know exactly how Omi works. It's going to continue to work the same. And even with regulation, they have made sure to hire teams and stuff focused purely on that for the Omi token. So yeah. Connect your wallet. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the crowdsourcing content platform for people, artists to submit 3D content. So more people can submit their own content to Veve as well. That's going to be huge. And they're going to be able to sell. This is huge. So you're going to be able to sell your stuff through the Veve platform. So if you're an artist, you can come to the Veve platform and sell as an NFT, which means that they'll probably have to use the Omi token. They'll probably have to use the Omi token. So let's gotta go run it back here. We're gonna come back here. It keeps doing that for some reason. All right, let's mute this again. Okay.
Amazing that you can choose and.
Let's go maybe here. Timeline, Veve City. Veve City is going to be coming in Q2 next year. Branded worlds. So that's bullish. What they mean by branded worlds is worlds like Disney City, Disney World, or like it's probably going to be Disney City, or branded worlds. It could be Disney World, DC World, Naruto World, One Piece World, like all this type of stuff. That's going to be bullish. That's going to be coming phase 2, Q2. Veve home space accessories, the basics, like the basics though. The early 2023, we can expect to have the basics. So that's big. Customizable avatars. So that's going to be in Q3. That's interesting. Interesting that that's going to, but because I can see why it's going to take a while, especially if you can use elements from NFTs that you have. So let's say you have the secret rare Spider-Man. So now you have you like, or let's go with the secret rare Miles Morales. Now your avatar has the ability to go invisible in the Veveverse. So you don't necessarily need to be able to use the Spider-Man as your avatar. You have features because you hold that item. So now you can go invisible. That is what this technology allows for. So your Miles Morales, your Miles Morales is still a part of you without you having to actually run around as Miles Morales. that's massive. So something like that is huge. So customizable avatars, if they're implementing things like that, that's why, you know, it could be taking so long. That's why it could be taking so long to do that. You can put out a world and stuff before it, like, it's complicated to do that. To go invisible and then someone else see you go invisible. Will they be like, you know, it's, and then they have to do this with a bunch of different NFTs if they take that route. So yeah, then gamification's coming at the end of next year. And he said that's probably going to be like a racetrack or something like that. So the end of next year is when they're going to have the first look at some gamification in the Veveverse. So that's interesting. That's interesting. So let's play through this. We're gonna. So obviously, we have a fish. We have a fish from the Fishies project, and this is Brockwick Blockchain's project. If you don't know, this is a whole different NFT project that's been ported into the Veveverse. That's been so. This is already, they're already like, this is equivalent of being able to bring in Bored Apes. If you can bring in one NFT project, you can bring in another one. It's already built into the Veveverse where they can bring in other NFT projects. That's what's massive about this. So I understand that this may not be impressive. Like, okay, maybe you don't think that this is enough. The fact that other massive NFT projects it's in the plans for them to be able to come to this platform, and it's already implemented and working. This is swimming around with this is Brock's functionality. His functionality is working in the Veveverse. Like so this shows you that it's not just you just bring in something and it just sits still. No, you can bring in something and it can function and run around, swim around exactly how it works in its own world. That is huge and that is advanced. That is advanced. So to implement something like this is a very, very big deal, and that's something that people are sleeping on. Like, just seeing this alone is massive. Seeing this alone is huge, because you know how many other projects are going to come in and you know, want to build things and want to work within the Veve ecosystem. One thing that we're seeing here is all the decon stuff. We're seeing a lot of decon stuff in here and Veve owned stuff, obviously, because that's what they have the permission to have in the Veveverse. They have to go through licensors in order to put things in the Veveverse. So one thing that we know for certain at this point in time, decon people are more on board. Why aren't we seeing any Batmans, Todds, or anything like that? Because getting Disney to sign off on putting their assets here, interoperability, that's a harder conversation. That's a bigger conversation. Look at these swimming around. But decon artists are more likely to sign off because Veve is the big dog that got these IPs, so they need Veve to do this. But this is why I grabbed the DeLorean. Now, I'm not trying to pump a collectible. Yes, I own some of these. It is going to be beneficial if these starts to pump. But I'm only telling you all this because it's in your best interest to really understand how important some of this stuff is. Some collectibles, some big IP, some big brands may not decide to allow their stuff to be used in the Veveverse. One of the first who has allowed it is the DeLorean, the flying DeLorean. This is in the Veveverse, which means it's already interoperable. They took it from Veve and put it into the Veveverse. That functionality is here, it's working, it's there. They have already put it into the Veveverse, which means that is 100% an interoperable NFT, and it is probably the first confirmed one. That is the first confirmed big known brand, you know? Like huge brand. That's the first known interoperable NFT right there. So this is bigger than people realize. That's why that's the big piece that I bought into. That's what made me buy that, bro. Like, it wasn't just the fact that, oh, it can fly, you can rent it and things like that. That's the first big brand that I've seen in here. We got Tokidoki, of course. Shout out to Tokidoki. They've been supporting Veve from the beginning. But that's back to the future. Everybody know that. The first interoperable Veve NFT, that's historic. All you true collectors, if you're a true collector, it don't get better than that, you know? Don't get better than that. So yeah. So as far as non-Veve IP and non-decon, that's the first. So yeah, that's a big deal. So I just really wanted to point out the interoperability, like the Fishies project inside the Veveverse and working. The first brand to actually be brought, the first big brand, known brand in the world to have interoperable NFTs. You know, like this is in the Veveverse. They had to take it from Veve and put it into the Veveverse. So yeah, And then you got people walking around and stuff. Obviously, the natural functions and features of the Veveverse. Bunch of decon stuff like I showed you all before. There we go, freezing again. I don't know why it does this. It just starts freezing randomly, y'all. Let's go through. We're gonna go through a little bit more. Yeah, look at this. They playing tic-tac-toe together, bro. So we got the Tokidoki over there. DeLorean. So that's huge. That's a grail. Okay, let's see what else is on the inside of this. Let's see what other brands have confirmed. I want y'all to notice no big IPs was shown in the Veveverse. They don't have permission. Decon stuff. Decon artists. This is why that DeLorean is so valuable. And honestly, oh, wait. Who that? Who's that from? Why is that interoperable? Bam. Bam. Another one. I gotta see which IP that's under. I gotta see which IP that's under. Because that means they've signed off on interoperability. Whatever this IP is that has signed off on interoperability, is that DC Direct? Or is that a different one? Was that a Batman done through a different one? And best believe, listen, like I'm not, like I said, once again, y'all know I'm honest. I'm gonna be transparent all the time. You may not like it, you may not agree with it or whatever, but I'm gonna be transparent all the time. Before I drop this video, I'm buying some more of that because I just noticed that myself. So I'm not trying to pump nothing, but because I understand the significance of these being the first confirmed interoperable, pieces on Veve, I'm grabbing a few. They're going to be valuable. They're going to be valuable. These are the first two big IPs. I'm gonna check that right now. I'm gonna check that right now. Why wait? Because I got to see which IP that is. It depends on the IP. If this is like one of those Veve, what's it called? The DC artist things. I probably don't care. But we're gonna see. What's that? Croc? His name is Killer Croc, maybe? Killer Croc. That's not showing up either. I don't know how to find him, man. Like, and if I type in Batman, there's about 50 of them. Let me see. Let me see if he pops up when I just type in Batman. Okay, let's type in. Okay, I typed in Batman. Let's see what pops up. Why the heck did Superman pop up? Superman popping up, typing in Batman is crazy. Market. Yeah, it's not showing up. I got to see who that is. I'm going to check it later. I'm going to check the IP later. I'm going to definitely find it before I upload this video, though. If it's something important, like, I'm going to let y'all know. If it's like a main, if that's DC Direct, I'm buying it. If it's not, I don't care. So, yeah. So, as you can see, huge. So, yeah, we have two big IPs in here as of now. Two big IPs in here as of now. I think that's a big IP. I think that Batman one might be a big IP. I think that might be DC Direct. So yeah, hopefully this shedded some light on the importance of some of these pieces that you all might not have noticed before, that you might not have thought about, that you might not have seen. But this is why the reveal was so big for me, because I caught on to this stuff instantly. I saw how impactful this was, and I wasn't able to really break it down because I was listening too. I wanted to hear what they had to say and not give opinions and stuff until I heard them out. But a lot of this stuff is bigger than you may have thought that it was during the time. So sit back, watch it again. Go back to the channel. I uploaded the stream on my channel. It's an hour long. Go back, watch it again. Watch it again. It's on Veve's Twitter, even though this bugs out and trips sometimes, so you might be better off watching it on YouTube. But watch it a few times. See what you can notice. You might notice something that I'm not even noticing right now. I may come back to this and notice some more stuff. Like, just keep rewatching it, seeing things that matter. So yeah, let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. I'm gonna end it here. That's pretty much it, y'all. I think that this is gonna be massive. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Yeah, I'm gonna catch you all on the next one. Peace out, fam.